So to begin with, can you give me just a little bit more background about your organisation, Working Right, and the role that you do and look after within Working Right, Craig?
Okay, so Craig Montgomery, my title is Project Coordinator. We traditionally work with 16 to 24-year-olds, assisting them with employability, all aspects of that. I also work with schools, S4 and S5, getting them prepared for leaving school, and again, employability within that.
Perfect. Thanks, Craig. Now, for the last wee while, we've been delivering some of our going forward sessions for work that you've been doing at both Leith Academy and Castlebrae Community High School.
Yep.
So could you just give us a little bit more background, in particular on the way in which the going forward sessions complement and enhance the work that you do for Working Right?
Yeah, so what we do is we create a plan. It runs the Right to Work project, it's called, for the schools, runs from roughly August till about the end of April. Within that, we create a plan for that whole time. So we incorporate different factors into it. So employability with myself, we invite other partners in to cover other aspects of the young people to enhance their life, because most of what we do is getting them to overcome any barriers they have before we get to talk about employment. So the role that Fast Forward have in that is a lot of the young people obviously get involved in other things outside the school, like alcohol, drugs, gambling, that. And a big part of us getting them ready for being prepared to be going to a work placement or a job when they become 16 or when they leave school is to try and give them as best advice on those areas before they get to that age, so that we're not dealing with those, because traditionally we would end up dealing with a lot of these things maybe at 16, 17, 18 when they've already taken hold, and we're having to then spend months getting them help for those areas, and then employability can't really happen. So with Fast Forward involved at the earlier intervention stage, we're able to get advice and support on a lot of these areas before it really is a big issue, and it means that the young people are a bit more aware before they go to be ready for work.
Brilliant, thanks, Craig. And just to finish this off, really, because one of the things that we look to try to fulfil with the going forward sessions is about making sure that we are meeting your needs both at a professional level and we're Working Right as an organisation, but equally meet the young people where they are at in terms of what your needs are. And some of that you kind of touched upon there in terms of looking to reduce barriers and challenges around risk-taking behaviours like alcohol, drugs, and that sort of thing. But can you tell us a little bit more about that, about how we're managing to meet your needs in terms of Working Right, and equally the needs of some of the young people that you're working with and support?
Yeah, I think for us in Working Right, first of all, is we have obviously a lot of skills towards employability and all the other factors of doing that, but we've not got that. We're not professionals deal in the fact that we get asked about other things. So can you help me with support about this, or I'm drinking too much, or I'm gambling or whatever. And to have, so we don't have those skills, first of all. And the best thing to do is to bring in, rather than me try to tackle all aspects of their life, it's better to bring in professionals for each section of it. So where it's Fast Forward for that, we have people coming in doing first aid with them this year. We have people doing mental health training. We have Columba 1400 also a partner now that they look at leadership skills. So we found the best way to do is to bring in equal professionals that we can work in partnership with, and they give the best skills to it, as opposed to how it's worked for us. I think it worked really, really well. I think it done two things. First of all, identified for us some of the young people who maybe did have concerns or issues regarding things like, for instance, drugs and alcohol being probably the main ones, I would say, and that had maybe been impacted by that. And you could see that right away that some of them either clammed up or had a lot to say or knew a lot about it, and maybe they did have that in their life, and it maybe allows us sometimes to see, well, actually, I can see what's going on in life more, maybe be a bit more understanding of why they've got restrictions to their employability, and it lets us maybe get a better relationship even with a young person, so that as we, because for us, to get them towards getting ready for work is a lot of that's building a relationship with them, and that relationship is on trust, and until we get that trust, it's really hard to get them to commit to doing work and placements. And once we get that, and I think what really helped with last year with Laura is it allowed them to sort of come out their shell a bit and talk to them about their lives, and we ironed out a lot of sort of things that maybe they are doing that's outside school, and going into the park and what they're hanging about and where they're hanging about with and all that, and it lets you iron out the fact that maybe you can get down and give advice on who you maybe change that and how they can change their lifestyle to be ready for work. And to put in, and what helped was putting it in a real life situation. Well, if you're going to be going to work, you're going out on a Tuesday night, you're going out on a Wednesday night, you're getting drunk, you're smoking weed or whatever. Well, what if you had work tomorrow? What if you had an interview tomorrow? And and then you could see them starting to think, oh, how would that affect it? What would happen? Would I get sacked? And so having somebody there expert and the props that you use and things like that, it makes it a bit more fun. We used the interactive online game, which is, I think they loved all that, and I thought it was just a really, to be honest with me already, I look at it now as part of an integral part of Right to Work. That's just honest.